Today is the last day of the Rockies season, and it also coincides with Charlie Blackmon's last game.
It's Charlie's last day.
This guy, Charlie Black, is retiring.
So it's Blackmon.
Blackmon, sorry. Blackmon.
Just saying goodbye to another franchise legend here.
The Rockies are going to be losing a player who spent his entire career here in Colorado.
He's brought our fans together in a really meaningful way, and he's been really a core player for the team for his entire career here.
I followed Shohei Ohtani and then the Dodgers 162 games everywhere in the home and away too. Oh, you know the Charlie. Everybody is cheering, before he's going to the batting.
Got the most famous walk-up song in Rockies history.
I don't wanna lose your love tonight.
It's a British group, and they don't know anything about baseball. Charlie, I heard, chose it because of the name of the group, the outfield.
I just want to use your love tonight. Lose your love tonight. That's not as good as I can get. I don't want to lose your love
Tonight.
Charlie!
Can't wait to sing it with the crowd.
Right fielder, number 19.
The entire stadium on its feet. Charlie Blackmon, the helmet off, waving to the crowd, batting in his final game.
You've been fantastic, and it's an honor to have been able to sit in the stands and cheer for you.
We'll miss you, Charlie.
We love you, Charlie. Come back and visit us anytime.
What a great day, for Charlie.
So I was thinking about that song and all the small things when the Avs had that go. And there have been some of those songs that stick into Colorado sports culture. But for Charlie, this last couple of days, this last week after he announced his retirement, that song popped into everyone's head.
Everyone's head.
Yeah.
It's the earworm you don't want to lose. That's for sure. The Rockies lost their final game of the year to the Dodgers today, giving them 101 losses on the season.
So that's better than last year. Charlie goes 1 for 2, gets a base hit, had several standing ovations from the fans, and afterwards he walked around Coors Field and signed autographs and took pictures with the fans. So we start thinking about fall when the baseball season wraps up. 90 plus in Denver today, but look at this scene. Plenty of people trying to find the fall colors in the high country. It's pretty kooky up there, actually. Our photographer Michael Grady was there too. This he encountered at Kenosha Pass today. Lots of people eager to get up close and personal to those changing leaves.
That's right, kooky but fabulous. Did you see the color?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Sensational.
Great color. It's just you're so confused because you feel so warm.
Who am I to judge, but this has been one of the more colorful years we've had in a while. It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous, and the weather was great to get out. Tank tops, shorts, flip-flops, why not? You go from the baseball game to check out the changing leaves. But if 92 is too warm for you, relief is coming in the form of this kind of wimpy little cloud deck coming into northwestern Colorado. That's right, a cool front is on the way. Temperatures are not cool. We are in the 70s in downtown Denver this 10 o'clock hour. That's just too warm. 92 ties the record of 92 set back in 1892. And we're watching the wind because elevated fire danger is something we will be covering all week long because of the heat and the warmth. Red flag warnings will be reinstated for many areas tomorrow. The potential for more record highs this week. And we're tracking that Tuesday morning cool front. So for now, all the advisories are north and east in terms of fire danger. But will that incoming front bring not only cooler weather, but maybe some rain? I'll answer that question. I'll have the timing and impact of our next weather change coming up.
Colorado Task Force 1 is headed to Asheville, North Carolina to help in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. The team, made up of dozens of Coloradans, left for the East Coast Wednesday night. They searched neighborhoods west of Tampa that were under mandatory evacuation orders as they head to western North Carolina. They're going to have to navigate severe and active flooding. At least 30 people have died in that region alone. That pushes the overall death toll from the hurricane to at least 84. President Biden says he will visit areas impacted by the hurricane this week, as long as it does not disrupt rescue and recovery operations. A new coalition is celebrating the stories and the cultures of immigrants and refugees, and they're making it a point to make sure they are the ones to share them.
Our Angeline McCall was at the group's launch today over at History Colorado. Angeline?
Yeah, Refugees and Immigrants United just held their first event, hoping to spread awareness and education about their experiences.
The people here know how important it is to have conversations.
Where you're at in your journey. Are you a newcomer? Are you someone who has been here for a few years?
But that the conversation isn't just about them, but spoken by them.
So that we can regain and reclaim and redirect the narrative in the way that we want to direct how we want to be seen, heard, and engaged.
Na Vung Sandoval is the founder of Refugees and Immigrants United, a new organization based out of Denver.
The messaging of who we are has not been steered by us. And I feel that not only is that inauthentic, but that can be problematic as well.
The idea is an organization for refugees and immigrants led entirely by them.
We're more than just our trauma. We are such a diverse and talented group and community.
Talents showcased at their Sunday event at History Colorado. Talents that share part of their culture and story.
I am originally from Senegal, West Africa, and
Nde Ndao moved to Colorado in 2018 and volunteers as the organization's treasurer.
We are individuals coming from different parts of the world and living in a society or a place where you feel welcome, where you feel like you're integrated, makes people and me feel like this is a second home.
An opportunity to have the conversation and the story they want to share with people who may not understand their journey.
We want to control our own stories and be able to direct it in a way that we would like to be represented.
The group is still so new, so they are continuing to grow their membership and hope to create a warm, inviting community. In the studio, Angeline McCall, 9 News.
Country music superstar and actor Kris Kristofferson has died. A spokeswoman says he passed away at his home in Maui yesterday, surrounded by family. No cause of death has yet been provided. Kristofferson started to make music in the late 1960s with hits like Help Me Make It Through the Night and Me and Bobby McGee. He recorded his album To the Bone at Caribou Ranch in Nederland, here in Colorado. Went on to star in movies opposite Barbra Streisand in the 1976 film A Star Is Born and alongside Wesley Snipes in the film Blade. Kris Kristofferson was 88 years old. Today we also learned that beloved character actor John Ashton has died at the age of 76. In a statement, his family says Ashton died in Fort Collins on Thursday. He'd lived in northern Colorado for a long time and even co-hosted a sports radio show. His Hollywood career, though, spanned more than a decade. He was best remembered by many for playing police detective John Taggart in the Beverly Hills Cop films. Ashton's co-star in the Beverly Hills Cop movies, Judge Reinhold, posted about the death of his friend. He said the Yankees fan got to see his team clinch the division before his passing and said, quote, 40 years of laughs, on screen and off. John lived his life. A Denver sound artist who created public art around the country died this month, and some of Jim Green's most iconic pieces are here. The Laughing Escalator at the Colorado Convention Center and the Sound Walk on Curtis Street.
But one of his most widely experienced pieces is the one DIA is a defining feature there. The train greetings and the sounds. 9 News reporter Ria Jha is here. And Ria, you spoke with travelers about this piece that they often hear.
Yeah, and Kim, you should know it pretty well because you're actually part of it. I spoke with a bunch of travelers at DIA, and without a doubt, they knew the piece, but what they didn't know was it was a work of art.
A little jingle, it goes bum, bum, bum.
We all know it.
Like that there, yeah. It means I'm on the train at DIA, that's what it means.
An experience like this is the goal of an artist.
This is part of his legacy.
At 75 years old, Denver sound artist Jim Green passed away earlier this month, leaving a lasting legacy in Denver that everyone can still hear.
Well, without Jim Green, Denver would certainly be a less fun place to be.
Close friend and colleague
I'll start that over.
John Grant said Green was always chasing a smile.
There it goes.
The chimes on the train are absolutely indicative of his personality, of the lightness, of how he didn't take himself too seriously.
To create this experience, back in 1994, Green used plumbing pipes and early synthesizers. But he also wanted travelers to hear the voices that make this city.
Hearing the sports
stars, the mayor.
This is Mayor Mike Johnston welcoming you to Denver.
9 news anchors.
Denver celebrities.
You know you're home. You know you're in Denver.
Home. It means it's home for us. That means we've made it home.
That feeling of familiarity is one a lot of people didn't know there was an artist behind.
Please continue to hold on.
But they know it's a feeling they will continue to hold on to.
Definitely brings back some nostalgia. I grew up hearing it as a kid, and now our daughter's going to get to kind of have that same experience. So.
Bum, bum, bum.
When you ride Denver Airport's concourse trains, there are 3 different jingles that play, and Jim Green created all of them when the airport commissioned him for the piece. The name of the artwork is called Train Call and has been playing at DIA for 30 years now. Ria Cha, 9 News.